very pleasant morning to you once again. Welcome to Sports Show with me, Alhamdulillah Lawrence, here on P&B TV Abuja. We've got a magnificent week of Champions League, by the way. Some couple of games played along with the Champions League, where, of course, we got some results, of course, to bring you on course and keep you on point to that of our football lovers. And we will be bringing you that as we carry on with the show. Similarly, we will be taking you live to our correspondent on the game that is going on in basketball in Asaba, where we'll be giving you exclusive report regarding what's happening over there. Welcome to the show as well. And well, I'm not here alone. I am, of course, in the studio with Mr. Mr. Chelsea. Yeah, I want to call him Mr. Chelsea. I recorded it. So Chelsea are in the Champions League. I'm sorry about that. But Mr. Chelsea, at least you guys are doing a great job lately.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
All right, so we will be discussing some couple of things with Mr. Tolu, but we will have our correspondent as well via Zoom so that he can give us exclusive report regarding what is happening there in Asaba. Welcome to the show, Mr. Abel. Good morning to you. How is Asaba today? Mr. Abel, are you there? I think we don't have Mr. Abel yet, so we will just carry on with the discussion. Once we have him on board, we will be bringing him in. So, Mr. Tolu, the basketball games is taking place in Asaba, and of course, as you know, well, basketball in Nigeria, how it is, and you know how we don't face much attention to that. Actually, we don't pay much attention to basketball. But how do you see this event in respect to those who actually are in for basketball? Because not everybody will say, I don't like it. There must be a fraction of people who actually like it. So what will you say, what do you make of this festival or of this tournament that is going on in Asaba regarding basketball?
I think it's a very good development for sports. Like I said yesterday, it cannot only prioritize all our attention to football.
Exactly.
There are other sports that government and even private individuals should put some attention to. Like basketball. I think it is of recent I see United States of America playing football. And what they call their football is not even, they say it's soccer.
The football they play with the hand.
But as at 80s, we have some Nigerians playing basketball in USA. Talking of Akim Olajuwon, was very popular at that time. Oh. And a lot of Nigerians play basketball. And if you look at the basketball players in USA, they are one of the richest men.
Oh yes.
So I think basketball, like any other game, is what we should develop in this country, because the demand or the needs for players is very high in advanced countries. There's no way you see a basketball player that is very good will be in Nigeria. The last time Nigeria won Africa basketball cup, the majority of players are from US that just will come back home to come and join the Nigerian team. So I think if we can continue to have this kind of championship, it will be very good for our sports, particularly basketball. There are other games, talking of volleyball, talking of handball, talking of hockey. I think it's of recent I heard Nigeria playing cricket, with South Africa. Does that mean? Like South Africa, cricket is one of their sports that they are very doing very well. You know, Robbie is there.
Ruby too,
You know,
yes.
Robbie is there that is making some spectacular entertainment.
And we have strong men who can do
Of
that.
course, we have very hefty men that can play rugby in this country.
Yes.
Table tennis is there. But what I think government should do this time around is that there should be sporting development centers in major, let's say, zones, across the zones in this country. Maybe at the senatorial level, they will just put sport development centers so that we will get some raw stars, raw talent from our local areas or
Yes.
rural areas. Because what some people lack is ability to exhibit themselves.
Yeah, that
When
medium.
when there's no medium or
Yeah.
platform for you to exhibit yourself, how will people know you can deliver?
Exactly.
I always imagine sometimes when you see Nigerian player, playing in a just ordinary field, no grass, nothing. He play very well. That time when we used to play football, where's injury? How will you get injury? Even when there's no grass, the field is rough.
Exactly.
But we play football, good football.
That's true.
You understand me? So that is, I think, government has to come with modalities,
Yes.
with blueprint to develop sport. Sport is a good business.
Definitely.
That if Nigeria can explore sport sector in this country, it will generate employment
Yes.
more than even agriculture. Because like Great Britain, England, all these countries, the money they generate in sport, you can't compare it to any other sector of the economy.
Definitely. I think I'll just call you there. I think we have Mr. Abel on board now, and he's going to take us through what is going on, of course, in Asaba, the basketball championship that is taking place currently in Asaba. Welcome to the show, Abel. Good morning to you. How is Asaba today? Okay, I think we can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Okay, are you somehow muted because the audio is not here currently? We can't really hear you. I think our technical unit. Okay, can you hold on can you hold on a bit? I think we have a little fault, and yes, I can hear you now.
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me now?
Okay, can you hear me now, Mr. Abel?
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Okay, please just hold on a bit. I think we're having a little fault around. We'll still maintain the connection with you. Okay. So just give us a moment. Just give us a moment. We will get back to you. Just keep on holding a bit, just a bit. We will get it to you. Okay. I think
Can you hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you now better. Aha. Good morning.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence, and how
Yeah.
is Abuja this morning?
Abuja is very well. How is Sasaba?
Well, Asaba is fantastic. I think like the report I gave yesterday, the game on Monday, and the event has been one game to another, and honestly have put on. And I
Yeah.
think the level things that came with this showed everything, and they gave everything on the court. And the fans are filled with all those fantastic performances. Yes, but I will take you through. I have the organizer here. I will take you through him. Maybe I'll talk to him while you guys listen down in the studio. Mr. Mario, please can you come forward? Mr.
All
Mario,
right.
then when I'll just talk to him about tell him how the whole thing has been turning out. So, Mr. Mario, of course, the way we discussed right there in the show in Abuja, you told us everything, and it's like you guys came down here prepared. So because I went through the hotels, of course, the accommodation book provided, plus top floor, everything was fantastic. Anything was inside, what are we going to still see to come? Because what I've seen here, I'm actually impressed.
So far, so good. The atmosphere is very electric. The level of respect and responsibility. So we are seeing now is way beyond what we actually expected, and we are very happy it's going this way. And moving forward, I think today is the final day of
Good state matter.
moving forward, we create much more competitive because going to be the knockout phases and everybody wants to participate.
Exactly.
So that's it. So far, so good. All the departments are still on the top. They're working very hard together. The event schools are seamlessly and the athletes are also enjoying themselves all the time. Around
Obviously, they are because I think I was able to grab one or two and I spoke to them and they gave me feedback that, of course, they've not seen something like this. I remember I asked you the other time, do you think we are going to see something better than this next year?
definitely for sure. Next year, we are going to come back better, much more improved services. Also, by then, we're able to get people on board, support, be able to get money from board, support, and hopefully, it's better good.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Mario. I'll just let you outside there. And you remember I report yesterday that they lost their first game and of course that team is the prospect to win
Yes,
to win this championship.
yes.
To win this championship. So Mr. Chris is here. I'm going to also ask you because they picked their second game yesterday against all odds. So I have to ask you, how are you feeling? You were leading space of 30 seconds. You blew, in fact, you blew away the 2 points. And you were now, in fact, you're thinking with your head and your head, everything, and you're setting all things. How were you feeling that period?
Well, I want to say a very big thank you to P&B Sports for having this interview again with us. We are so grateful. Not just only grateful, we are also saying thank you to P&B Television again for helping us to even broadcast high flyers. Because it seems we are even the owner of the television. It seems we are the owner of the television. Well, the big good question yesterday. Against all odds, we were able to win our match. We talked that match yesterday. It was a good one. But there was a point that my heart was already in my mouth.
Exactly. That is why I wanted to talk about it.
Where my heart was already in my mouth, blowing up 13-point lead in less than 2 minutes. You know, it was terrible. But I took trust in guys. We and the guys were able to calm down the situation and see how we could pull out a win from that situation at that point in time. Though it was a little bit shaky for us, but we give God glory that we're able to calm the situation down and pull out a win from that. And we pray that it will not happen again.
Okay, so quickly, what do you think way forward? How do you see your team? Do you think you can get to the final and even win this
Of
championship?
course, we are a very big prospect in this camp. Have spoken to the guys already that we need to be calm, we need to take it steady, we need to take it one game at a time and ensure that the goal of coming to school is that.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
So you've heard from the coach from High Flyers, and of course the organizer, one of the organizers was who we spoke to earlier on. Then for the Sixers yesterday, High Flyers won 30-35 to Wolves Town of Warri. Then Achievers also won. Sorry, Discover did it over Divine Speed. I think 46-40. Then of course Impression Academy also Wallop Pesat, Sex Pesat 65-21, and also Imo Dragons also did it over the Anambra Warriors 67-21 as well. So those are the fixtures, and also Delta for lastly for female, Delta Force also won Phoenix from Warri, Delta Force of Asaba won Phoenix of Warri, that's for female. That was 56 to 24. So it was a very close one actually. But right now, the first game is about to start in the stadium. But we're still trying to see how we start proceeding.
Okay, before we let you go, Mr. Abel, please tell us what are the big surprises over there in this competition? Who are those people trying to make a statement? Who are those who are surprising people really in that tournament going on over there?
I think we've lost him.
Okay, I think we've lost Mr. Abel. I think we have lost him, but once we get him back, we will of course bounce him in. But you have heard Mr. Abel, the blues, Mr. Tolu. So what do you make? Like, it's really an interesting one going on, and it's something that I feel yes, now you're like answering the call, especially when it comes to basketball. You know, we've heard the report, we've heard from the coach of High Flyers too, and of course the organizer of the tournament is a very good stride. So how can you make of the effort? What can you make of the effort towards this competition?
I think, like I said,
Lawrence, I'm back. I can hear you
Okay.
now.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Tola. I think we have Abel back. So I'm asking just before we let you go, who are those making a statement in this competition lately? Who are the big surprises in this competition? And what's that thing that like kind of motivates them and surprise people about them in this tournament?
Okay, I will say the Demon Dragons, of course, they came here as an underdogs, and of course, I don't think they have any support financially, to be honest. And for the way that they are playing, of course, they make difference. And the way they handle all their opponents, I think it's actually a big statement. Anything any game they execute is always, in fact, it's always a huge result for them. Then, of course, the high flyers I just spoke about them, they lost their fortune, but everybody expected them to do well. And I don't know, I think the high flyers in this region is one of the best teams so far in this region. And so everybody expected them to do so well right here. But when they dropped that first game, and it was like a disappointing moment for them. You know, when you say, okay, let me just use Man City as a case study. When you say, Man City have lost one game, Man City have lost the other time, so everybody expected that you should be at your best performance. But it was quite unfortunate, it didn't go well for them their first game, but their second game, of course, they took the pieces, and of course, they got the positive result that they all needed.
Okay, Mr. Abel, just lastly, just quickly, please, because we're running out of time. Can you take us through the fixtures for today?
Okay, today's features we're having a Town versus Imo Dragons first game. The game is about to start now. Then the second game we're having Divine Steel against Impression. Then the third game we're having High Flyers versus Anambra Warriors.
All right. Thank you so much, Abel. And of course, you keep us posted, and we will be glad to have you back again in our show tomorrow. So you give us all the details and everything that we are supposed to know regarding the tournament. All right. Thank you so much for your time and insights, Mr. Abel.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. I can't wait to come and see you down there in Abuja.
No troubles. No troubles. It's the same time here. All right. So do have a lovely day. Okay, so that's Abel, our reporter back there at Asaba. So you've heard it, and sorry we cut you off like earlier. So you were saying something regarding the tournament.
What I was saying is that, it's a good development. I love the initiative and the concept, but the area that I will, in the next edition, I would like the organizer to work on is these spectators.
Okay.
Like I said, the players we underperformed when there is no excitement.
Exactly.
You understand me? It's like you are dancing inside your room. There's no encouragement.
Exactly.
So spectators, put motivation to the way the player will display or discharge his duty on the pitch. So I think they should work on how to mobilize spectators to cheer the players for better performance.
That's wonderful. So I think that's a very brilliant one there, and of course, it's a very key one for us here in Nigeria that this is going on. At least make relevant basketball, and of course, that's been the tournament going on lately in Asaba, and of course, we're going to keep you posted on the course of this tournament as it rounds up. So we're quickly moving ahead to some games that have been played. Of course, football. The UEFA Champions League, of course, within the week. Real Madrid playing against Atalanta yesterday, and well, they won by 3-2.
When that match, I think Real Madrid were just lucky to have won that match. If you look at the statistics of the game, you could see that Atlanta, they they had upper hand in that game. I think in the what do you call it, ball possession, they have 53 to 47. Does that mean 53% to 47? And if you look at the goal attempt, Atlanta has had 20 goal attempts compared to Madrid had only 10. Does that mean?
Yes.
So it's just that sometimes you try to outplay your opponent, but the opponent will have the day. I think that's what happened between the Real Madrid and Atlanta yesterday. Atlanta had the day, but play better, but Madrid had the day.
I really love that statement. Well, some couple of games played yesterday, by the way, and of course, some big names winning their game too, like Liverpool winning away to Girona yesterday. But before we go on to the matches of today and then hear your take on that, I'll just take through the results for yesterday, where we have Dynamo Zagreb playing a goalless draw with Celtic. As I've said earlier, Girona lost to Liverpool. Yes, and Brest actually won by
Liverpool deserved that win because
Yes.
they dominated from defense to the attack. They dominated the entire game.
Exactly.
So they deserve that win.
Definitely. Well,
Yes.
being, I think, the best club in Europe so far.
Yes, so far for now.
Yes, for now. So Brest played against PSV, where they won by a goal to nil, and Shakhtar Donetsk lost at home to Bayern. That's the devastating.
Whitewashing.
Exactly, 5-1.
That is a complete whitewashing.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing how you can describe that one. That's just a pure humiliation
Very
at
big
your
time.
home,
Yes.
and you consider 5 goals.
Yeah,
I
well,
think-
but it's Bayern Munich. Okay, we just take on Club Brugge took on Sporting, where they won by 2-1. Salzburg lost to Paris Saint-Germain yesterday by 3-0. RB Leipzig lost at home to Aston Villa by 3-2. That was a very big one for Aston Villa there.
Yes. I think Aston Villa try. They play very well, and if you look at the ball possession there, I think Aston Villa shows some stuff in that game. That Aston Villa, for a very long time in England, they are a team to reckon with.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
but sometimes team, they will go in oblivion.
Exactly.
That you will not hear their name again.
Yes.
But Aston, they have
They have a
also
champion.
They have
Exactly.
a former
Exactly.
champion,
Yes.
Champions League.
Yes.
So they play very well. The goal attempt was 19. They had 19 goal attempt, and what do you call it?
Leipzig.
They had, I think, 17 goal attempt, which is very good. Although it was a balanced game, but the Aston Villa was able to make it, and it will make that 3 points.
Yeah, so Leverkusen won at home against Inter Milan.
Yes.
And yes.
It's a very interesting game as well. And if you look at the game, it's still a balanced game because I can see Leverkusen were just lucky to
get that goal.
Because Inter is not a small team like that, and being in a way, they tried.
Yes.
They tried. Though it happens like that, sometimes, but notwithstanding, let's still give it to Bayer Leverkusen.
All right. So we have some couple of games to come today in the for Champions League. Atletico Madrid will take on Slovan Bratislava. Lusk take on Stormgrass. All these new boys, with their names and all that. And Benfica is taking on Bologna. AC Milan takes on Crena Vedza. And one of the big games is Dortmund against Barcelona. Do you see Barcelona winning that game, though?
Yes, I said yesterday, I think Barcelona is going to win that match.
Okay.
Though it might be very close margin, but definitely
They will have something
they
to
will have
talk
to prove their stuff over
the Bayern Dortmund.
Dortmund.
Exactly. So Feyenoord will take on Sparta Praha. Juventus takes on Manchester City.
That's another explosive.
That's the next one. Yeah, it's a very explosive
match
game.
today.
Yes.
And I don't want to be to be a prophet of doom that for that prediction. When we are talking of Juventus, talking of Man City, on book, I think Juventus is ahead of Man City. And like I normally tell people, Man City, they have been a local champion for a long time. They are very lucky to have won Champions League.
Okay.
But for a very long time, they have been a local champion. Why? Juventus, you will know.
They have a good long-term history
of Juventus in Europa League.
Yes. So FC Stuttgart takes on Young Boys, and of course Arsenal play Monaco. A big game for Arsenal.
Of course. But I don't know. Arsenal is at home or?
Yeah, Arsenal are playing at the Emirates.
Oh,
they're at home.
Well, let's give Arsenal, because you don't know why. I don't know of recent, but before you could see that French players dominated the Arsenal team for a very long time. I don't know of now, but before you see almost half of the French team play with Arsenal.
Yes.
So they understand French football very well. And Arsenal.
Yeah.
So and for that, I think I can give it to them.
Okay. So so this is the game that I got coming up for you in the for Champions League, and of course that you should be all that we have for you today. Of course, you've run out of time as usual. Thank you so much, Mr. Tolu, for being here.
Pleasure.
Yes, it's so good to have you.
It is a pleasure.
Yes. So hope to have you again next time in our show.
All right.
So to our viewers, thank you so much, and that's what we have time for. You can do so to join us same time tomorrow if you can. From me, Alam Lawrence, and the rest of the team, we say bye for now. All right.